We would like to sincerely thank our lecturer for their guidance and support throughout our case study on retirement planning. Their advice help us better to understand the importance of financial preparedness. We also appreciate the data and insights from EPF, the Department of Statistics Malaysia, MFPC, and PPA, which strengthen our research. Special thanks to our classmates for their support and discussions, and to our family for their patience and encouragement. This project has given us both knowledge and real-world understanding of the need for proper retirement planning.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zulaikha binti Zulkifli. Today, I will present about retirement planning in Malaysia. First, the introduction. Retirement planning is the process of setting goal and managing finance to ensure the comfortable life after leaving the workforce. It involves saving, investing, and budgeting wisely to maintain financial independence. Early planning helps individuals enjoy their golden year without stress, despite rising living costs and longer life expectancy.
Retirement planning is important in Malaysia as people live longer and costs keep rising. Many Malaysians are not financially ready for retirement, with most having less than 10,000 in their EPF saving and far below the 240,000 that needed. This is due to late planning, early withdrawals, low financial knowledge, and little use of extra savings options. With less support from children and rising healthcare costs, retirees must depend more on their own savings. Malaysians need to plan early, save more, and learn how to manage money, while the government and others should help improve financial education and awareness. Retirement planning in Malaysia is often overlooked, leaving many unprepared as costs rise and lifespan increases. EPF savings are often used within 5 to 10 years due to low contributions and poor planning, especially among private sector workers without pensions. With over half of Malaysians lacking formal retirement coverage, EPF is pushing new savings targets and financial literacy efforts. Experts urge early planning, better saving habits, and investment diversification, while schemes like PRS remains underused. Without action, many risk an insecure retirement.
Hello, my name is Anisa. So I will present about this topic, which is the title of retirement planning with securing financial stability for the golden years. It's a very important because it reminds us why we need to prepare early for life after retirement. The phrase about golden years refer to the time when we stop working and hope to enjoy life peacefully without worrying about money. For me, retirement planning isn't about saving. It's about making smart decisions now while we're still young, so we can maintain our lifestyle later. In this report, I focus on how Malaysia can plan better. What the fuck? So many people rely too much on EPF, and sadly some finish their saving too quickly. That's why I believe it's important to start early, set goals, and think about other income sources too. If we plan well, we can enjoy our retirement years with less financial stress and more peace of mind. Retirement planning in Malaysia is becoming increasingly important due to rising living costs, longer life expectancy, and ongoing economic uncertainty. Many individuals are still heavily dependent on EPF savings, which are more often depleted within a few years after retirement. Without proper planning, retirees may struggle to maintain comfortable lifestyle and risking becoming financially dependent on others. This report explores key aspects of retirement planning, including setting clear goals, estimating future living expenses, considering house options, and choosing suitable investment strategies. It also highlights how inflation driven by factors such as food price, global disruption and subsidy reforms continue to reduce purchasing power, making it harder for Malaysia to afford basic needs. By examining current data, identifying common mistakes, and comparing Malaysia's situation with other countries, this report aims to improve public understanding of retirement challenge. It also presents practical, innovative solutions to help ensure future retirees enjoy greater financial security and peace of mind. Based on recent statistics, many Malaysians, including younger people, are not financially ready for retirement. For example, only 39% of EPF members aged 51 to 55 have reached the basic saving target of 240,000. Worse, more than 60% of retirees finish their EPF saving within just 5 years. Some, like those with only 12,000 at age 55, would only have 50 ringgit a month if spread over 20 years. Clearly not enough. That's why I believe it is important to start planning early and not rely on EPF. With rising costs and longer lifespan, we need extra saving or investment.
Retirement planning is crucial in Malaysia due to rising costs, longer lifespans, and less family support. Many are underprepared, with most EPF members savings are far below the 240,000 needed. Healthcare costs are growing fast, adding to the burden. To ensure a secure future, Malaysians must start planning early, save more, invest wisely, and improve financial literacy.
Additional related information on retirement planning in Malaysia. First, government incentive. EPF and QAP as a mind pilot. Aisaraan, voluntary APF for employer and informal worker. Challenge, low participant despite available scheme. Second, COVID-19 impact. Emergency EPF withdraw, iLestari, iSinar and iCitra help short-term need but reduce long-term saving. Third, delay retirement trend. More senior work past age 60 due to low saving. Health and job availability limit this option for many. Fourth, gender gap in retirement readiness. Women often earn less, work part-time or do unpaid care work. Smaller saving and longer lifespan increase retirement risk. Fifth, private retirement scheme. Voluntary investment scheme with a tax benefit. Low uptake due to poor awareness and risk concern.
Okay, so now we'll discuss with the discussion of the main factors to the problem. So for this report, I only list 5, which the first one is lack of integrated retirement planning. So firstly, many Malaysians do not view retirement as something that needs to be planned from an early age. There's no strong system or culture that encourage long-term financial planning, and as a result, people often reach their 50s without sufficient savings. And the second point, second factors, is ineffective financial education. So, although financial education efforts do exist, they often don't translate into real behavior change. So most people still struggle to understand investment, insurance, or how much they actually need for retirement. So without personalized guidance, many are left confused and misinformed. And the third point to the factors is the exclusion of gig and informal workers. With the rise of the gig economy, a growing number of Malaysians work outside the formal employment sector. These workers typically don't contribute to structured retirement scheme like EPF, and they miss out on employer match saving. So this puts them at higher risk financial insecurity in old age. Okay, and the fourth factors to the problem is high living costs and healthcare inflation. So the cost of living, especially in urban areas, continue to rise. So many people are more focused on day-to-day survival rather than saving for retirement. On top of that, healthcare costs are increasing, which further reduce the value of whatever savings they do have. And for the fifth factors is decline of traditional family support. So finally, we are also seeing a major social changes. Unlike previous generation, many elderly people today cannot rely on their children for financial or caregiving support. With smaller families, urban immigration, and changing family dynamic, individuals now bear the full responsibility for their retirement. Okay, so as we have discussed on the main factors, we move to the recommendation and original solution for the problem on the next slide. Okay, so for the first recommendation is to improve financial literacy at all levels. So many Malaysians don't understand how much they need to save or how inflation and healthcare costs affect retirement. A nationwide campaign should be introduced not just in media but also as a part of the school curriculum and workplace training. These sessions should be practical and relevant to different stages of life, from early career to pre-retirement. Okay, and the second recommendation is about inclusion. A large growing number of nations work in the gig economy where they don't have access to structured retirement benefits. To solve this, we propose a flexible retirement saving accounts or FRCE. So it would allow irregular and small contribution that suit with gig workers, suits with their unpredictable incomes. So these contributions could even be automatically deducted through platforms like Grab or e-wallets apps, making saving effortless. Okay, so my third recommendation is a new solution, which is the micro pension initiative. This voluntary scheme would let people save very small amounts starting from just 5 ringgit per week. The idea is to make retirement savings possible even for the lowest income groups. Contributions could be automatically deducted through mobile reloads or telco plans. So to encourage participation, the government can offer matching contributions and small bonus. So funds would be invested safely and responsibility to build long-term savings, even for those outside the formal sector. And for the conclusion of this discussion and the recommendation, retirement planning in Malaysia must go beyond traditional systems, and by strengthening the financial literacy, designing inclusive saving mechanism, and launching innovative solutions like micro pensions initiative, we can ensure that every Malaysian, regardless of any job type, has a chance to secure the retirement. These small steps, if taken today, can make significant difference for future generations.
Summary of retirement planning in Malaysia. First, aging nation. By 2030, 50% Malaysia will be aged 60. Current system, APF and government pension. Main issue, 56% of FPF members have below 10,000, low financial literacy and late planning, rising healthcare costs 8 to 12% yearly, underuse of PRS and informal worker lack of pension access, weak family support due to changing structure, recent effort, APF Belanja Wangku and RIA benchmark, RM 360k for basic, 650k for moderate and 1.3 million by 2028. Recommendation: early saving investment planning, financial literacy for B40 and gig worker, border retirement scheme access, stronger incentive and awareness campaign. Retirement planning is crucial for long-term well-being in Malaysia aging societies.